Hi guys, this is Sophie from Solo Academy for Origami course. Today I'll be making the traditional lily. You've definitely seen it before. It looks like this. So, as usual, let's get started. We're going to use any sort of paper. I'm going to choose this one today. But of course, you can always use normal. This is going to be more of a review that's centered around older, like Unit 1 sort of thing. It involves the petal fold, but I'm also going to do this for the thickness test, the thick layers thing, and also a little bit of introduction for shaping, which we'll cover a little bit more in Unit 3, but isn't that cute? Yeah. It's also banana peel, or a hat. Alright, first let's start off with bird base. I mean, not bird. Yeah, it is actually, it is not bird base. I'm so sorry about that. Let's start with water bomb base. I'm confusing my bases. So if you remember that, you don't have to. So it's right side up, and we're going to do 2 folds. What is that? Sorry. Diagonally. Gonna try to align them as much as possible. Yep. So turn it around so it's colored side up, and we're gonna do our horizontal folds. I hope you can see. I hope my hair isn't blocking. And I'm sorry about my nails as well because they're very strange. I did them myself, as you can tell. Sorry, I'm yapping, but alright, we're gonna pop this. Oh, why is the camera so blurry? There you go. From there, we're gonna do open this up. So, if you remember, this is called a squash fold, and I'm just squashing. So this time I didn't really use a reference. Usually I do a reference here, right, to squash, but this time I'm squashing purely off the reference line on the back, which, you know, I can still be very precise with, and that's to make sure that this corner is actually all the way through. For example, I can't squash like this, right? That's not going to squash right. You want to squash it all the way to the end, and then you can use this line and that line to align it. It's very geometrical, right? As I said before in Unit 1, just make patterns. You're going to do that on all 4 sides, so I'm going to go again. Finger all the way. Another squash fold. And feel free to take your time on this, slow down the videos or speed up the videos, but I'd rather patience be a virtue in this case. In this case, I didn't even align it. I aligned the corner with the corner. Alright, so now I have this. It should look like these in the middle. From there, we're going to have a solid colored side and fold these to the middle to prepare the petal fold. I think for petal folding, I always have reference folds of at least the 2 on the sides if I'm serious about making it look good. And I think you should do that too. And then corner to corner. I'm skipping the middle reference fold where I fold this as well, because I think although reference folds are very good, sometimes you can't actually always have reference folds, and this is especially the case with more complex models. So you should try to find references, like the corner over here. There's also these 2 corners. Sorry, I'll keep it on the table for you to see. Okay. So it should be nice and pointy. There shouldn't be too much of a gap showing. And we're going to repeat that on all 4 sides. I'm not going to speed it up, but you can pause this if you'd like. I'm at 5 minutes. But yeah, it's a... Also, whenever you fold it over too fast, you might have something like this. Don't just ignore it and push it down or something. Try to smooth it out as best as you can so it doesn't accidentally rip. Handle your paper with care, right? Alright, and the last one, I'm just going to show you what it will look like if you don't use any reference folds. It's not a bad thing, but it can make it a lot easier. Oh, I'm covering my thing with my hand, I'm so sorry. But what I was doing is I was pushing it here, and I was just kind of... Oh my god. Can you guys see? I'm going to have to check later. But, yep. You just push corner, align this corner, align that corner. Ooh, you can see I made a little bit of a mistake there. It's kind of a biggish gap. Okay. So now that I have finished all of my things, it's an uneven workspace, so I'm gonna go put this right there. You go. Now it should look like this. And now is gonna be sorry, this is not even. I'm gonna go make it even. It's so strange. Oh my god, it's strange because I didn't put this up. I'm so sorry. If it ever doesn't look like, this is very strange, right? I was like, why is there only 3 petals out of the 4? It's because this one. So sometimes if your origami paper doesn't look exactly similar to the one that you see on screen, you can be like, okay, well, is any of them just a fob away? So now that we have this, we're going to have the hard part done. So we're going to take this edge, make sure that this edge it's the one on the closed end, and fold it here. This is where I mean it's kind of hard, so just be very careful, and I want you to try your best to get it all the way in there. It's not very thick, but and it's okay if you're not super precise and super to the line, because actually these layers do become thicker, so when you fold it'll kind of have a layer of thickness. So it's okay if it's not exactly to the line, but try your best to be precise. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. You see, I'm trying my best not to overwhelm this joint. I don't want to fold it too much in because I'd rather fold a little bit out. In this case, there's so much paper that it's good to have a bit of, not paper, well, I mean, yes, there's too many layers. So it's good to have a little bit of leniency in this corner. That's why it's not like all the way in. And the last one. I did something. That's not good. Alright, and now you see if it's too close, it'll have this strange line. And I don't like that. I'm gonna go refold this so it's a bit further away. And I'm gonna fold it better. now I'm gonna go shape it. So this shaping process is, well, yeah, the shaping process is known as shaping. All you want to do is take a pencil or a pen. This is a little too thick, but you could also just manually hold it. You can manually roll it. Yeah, let me get a pencil. It looks better. Okay, so then from there, roll, and then there's your fold. I don't really like the cursey thing, so yep. And we do the same on all four sides. Take, and then in, roll. I don't like, again, that little end thing. I'm gonna lease it out. And the point of shaping is that it's not just for flowers, but it's for any like model that has all these components to it that could look like that, you know. Like for example, that whole thing with the petals up like that, if you don't shape it, it'll obviously not look like an actual flower. So you want to make sure that these aspects are more curled, more defined, all of that. So I also like having it when there's a bit more. So feel free to use your hands, feel free to use everything that you want to do. Just be, I mean, it's okay to be a little bit rough, but also don't like tear anything. And there it is, your lily.